Yeah, there's only one church. That's correct. That's correct. We're about to talk about that right now.
She found me.
Oh, she did. That's okay. She can wait for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
this is what the men of the Lord talk about. So let me get to the point, because Chad, seems like you got to go, and I understand dealing with women, but the truth of the matter is that back in the ancient world, you would actually say, hey, listen. Matter of fact, I get a scripture on that. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. All right. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. All right. But he answered and said unto him, and that told him, who is my mother and who is my brethren? So I understand that she might be upset, but really right now we're getting to it, and I have a point.
Yeah.
So the point of the matter is that we said that about what the Jews say what his name is, what the Lord, the world ignorantly calls God, Jesus. Yeah. So the Jews of the Bible that was prophesied that would wake up. I asked you if you knew about it. You said, not really, because it's prophesied in the Bible.
Well, I know that the 12 tribes will return.
That's correct.
It's the greater.
That's correct. So let me ask you another question. Do you realize? Oh, well, let me finish Hosea, because that's where we were. So it says, yet. So it says, ye are, and it shall come to pass. This is prophecy, right? So this is important.
Yeah.
These are prophetic books. So it says, and it should come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. So they call so-called these people of the sign every other thing. You see these Negroes, West Indian, Asians, Dominicans, but if you see a black guy, a so-called Negro that's a colored African American, whatever it is, they'll see a West Indian, they'll see a Caribbean person, a person from Haiti, they'll see all these other things. These are names that oppressors gave them. So also like the Mexicans. The Mexicans, remember, they were Aztec, they're Iroquois, so these people, they weren't literally Mexican.
Yeah.
They actually had a name before the oppressors gave them that specific name.
Yeah.
So again, it says, it come to pass in the place where it says, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God, or the living power. So that again is my whole thing about the prophecy that says that Israel would wake up, they would know who they are, they would remember, because did you know that Israel had a are you his wife?
This is wife.
Okay, how you doing? All right. So we're speaking about scriptures. He said he'd come up. He's on time. He said he had a couple minutes. He literally just walked up. So anyway. So my whole point is that based on that prophecy that said that Israel will wake up, because Israel had a punishment to pay.
Yeah.
The punishment is that, did you know that these people on the sign has a Holocaust that's way greater than the Holocaust of the people that now claim that live in Israel? Did you know that?
I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that
absolutely.
The people that you're talking about that have been suppressed, truly, it was the biggest genocide in history when Columbus came over. Many Indians died.
By far, over 100 million. Let me interrupt that. Over 100 million Native Americans literally died. The Trail of Tears was murdered. Yeah. Over 70 million Hispanics was by the conquistadors and other countries. Literally raped, robbed, taught them Spanish, taught French, you name it. And over 100 so-called Negroes were raped, robbed, and murdered, and built this country in blood. So there's a scripture also says, woe to the city that woe to the place that built their city in blood. Well, that's what this place is. It's true. That's America. America in the Bible. Did you know also that America in the Bible is called the daughter of the whore of Babylon? Were you aware of that?
I would not doubt it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have my own thoughts on that. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. When you think of Babylon, you think of, what? First thing is Babel, right? Confusing. Yeah. This is the land of confusion. Okay? Now, I was just looking at the pronouns that they have now. Remember, there's she, there's he, but now there's they, there's him. Well, those are just normal as shit, maybe. But yeah, right. These are all different pronouns, which are absolutely confusing. We're supposed to teach our children, these things, which actually they are teaching the children that.
Yeah.
In kindergarten,
we don't have to.
Well, we don't have to,
but
that's right. Yeah. But they're doing it already.
Oh, yeah.
They're absolutely doing it. They're indoctrinating them, starting in kindergarten, first grade. So this is the land of confusion, according to the scriptures of the Bible, according to prophecy. And in that land of confusion, where they said you are Black, African American, Cherokee, Ozark, Choctaw, you're Mexican, Guatemala, Puerto Rican, you are my people. You are not what they say you are, because that.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What about like me? I mean.
So let me ask you a question, and this is straightforward.
Yes.
What was your father? Like, what is? I don't know if it's a lot, sorry, but what is your father's nationality? What's your nationality? Let me answer that.
I just say white. You can go to all the different European countries.
Yeah, white's not even a nationality. White's like the color of a little bit of my poster board, right?
American, if you're going nationality.
Well, American's not even really a nationality, even though it's a nation. But like, so let's go further than that. Like, was you born here in America? How about your father?
Yeah.
Okay. How about your grandfather? You know that your father's.
Oh yeah, they're all born here. It probably goes back. Actually,
how far?
It goes like my great grandparents.
Okay.
They're all born somewhere.
Okay, yeah. Right. And where else?
Just Europe.
Just random Europe. Mm-hmm. Ireland, Germany, Scotland, Russia.
Mostly Eastern or Western Europe.
Western Europe.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
You got Spain, France, Ireland.
Okay.
England,
all right.
A little bit of Germany.
Sure. Did you know, Chad, that for 1,000 years, the children of Israel, which were the Moors, and Moors go back to Spanish word for moreno, which is black.
Yeah, Mauritania.
Right?
Yeah,
that's correct. That's why. So, but really, that's just what they called us, because they just refused to say anything else. What our true nationality? They just said, just like today.
Yeah.
Just like today, they say it's a black guy over there. Hey, I saw a black guy talking over there. I saw this. So it's just like that. They said moreno, but for 1,000 years, the Moors ruled and reigned over Europe. Did you know that?
Not all of Europe, but a lot of it.
Oh my gosh! You should look at an amazing book.
See, that's when the Crusades happened, because they almost got to the Papacy. The Pope's like, "Oh, we're going to invade the Holy Land and take it back."
Yeah.
Because they came up. But
but for a lot of Europe. Right there, yeah. So a lot of Europe. I'm talking about Russia. I'm talking about Ireland, Scotland, Germany, Portugal.
Basically all the way to Germany.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, no, Ireland, Scotland, Norway. I've got an amazing book. It's called Nature Knows No Color Lines. Mm-hmm. And you can Google it yourself when you get home. But these coat of arms and crest, family crest, like the first King Henry's and the first Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. They were people that had melanin. Yeah. So they were melanated men, but more specifically, they were Israelites according to the Scriptures. Yeah. So just to give you a little bit of history. So based on that, it's very, very possible. And that's why I asked you about your father, and I didn't ask you about your mother, because the Scripture said right here in one second. There we go. In Numbers.
Oh man, why Jesus got a snake tongue?
Oh, so you think that's Jesus? Oh, that's very interesting. Let me get this out a little bit. Oh, thank you very much. That's all right.
I mean, it's the representation. I'm sure he didn't look exactly.
Oh, wait a minute. But that's the first thing you said. I love having this out here. So the first thing you said is, why does Jesus have a snake tongue? So this is what you think Jesus looks like. Even a representation.
I mean, that's the general consensus, yeah.
Is this what you think? It has to be, because this is what the first.
Well, I mean, take the red horns and the six.
Okay, so don't get hung up on that or the snake horns. Only have two hands, so I wish I'd cover it all up. But for right now,
bell necklace.
Right. So the deal is that
it's Bamotep, not bell.
So right here, minus the snake, the necklace, the horns, the snake.
That's Christopher Columbus.
You think this is absolutely not? So this is a picture, right? This man is called Cesare Borgia, or Caesar Borgia. That's how it's spelled, but it's Italian. You ever seen it on Netflix? It's the Borgia's crime family. They're the first crime family. Oh. And his father, Cesare Borgia, was the sixth of Rome, the second pope.
Yeah, Cesare, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So this man right here, he had sex with Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. True story.
His sister was Lucrezia.
Exactly. Very good. So based on this, so needless to say that crime family, that's pretty scandalous as you can get. Having an affair with your father.
Right,
trying to kill his father. Let me get to it.
No, I see where you're going. Absolutely where you're going.
Yeah, let me bring it home, because I'm out here on purpose, and I'm glad you came out here. I think there's no accidents, and so the Lord must have obviously brought you out here to hear about this. But so the point is that the Pope, which is his father, Cesare Borgia's father, christened Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci to paint his son in the likeness of what the church or the world called Jesus Christ. And of course, it wasn't Jesus even back then. It was the letter J, literally only came about in about the 16th, 17th century. That's why our Bibles, or the Bible that we use, the 1611 Bible, the one that all presidents, except for, I think, one, have sworn on.
Well, I think we read the NIV or the ESV.
Yeah,
a little bit both.
Yeah, no, the King James Version is the Bible that has all the books of the Bible. Yeah. That's the initial one. Even, like I said, that's why I mentioned the presidents. Even the presidents considered that and said, hey, this is legitimate Bible. Yeah. So this is Christopher Columbus. This is Cesare Borgia, whose father commissioned those two men, his lovers, to paint him, okay, in the likeness of the one that the world calls Jesus Christ. So when you first said, oh, well, you got horns on Jesus, boom, right? So let me ask you.
Say the name again.
Well, I think it's Borgia, Borgia. And if you,
that's not quite right.
Either way, it's semantics. It's not.
No, I just like it's like at the top of my head.
No, that's fine. But don't miss the point here, Chad. I want to bring it home. So the whole point is that, did you know, according to the scriptures in the Bible, that the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ did not look like this? Did you know that, or would you agree to that at all?
To call him a white Caucasian male would be such a
fallacy. We even know that this is Italian.
He was Jewish. I mean, he was.
Well, there's no
he was born in Bethlehem.
Jewish. When you put ish on the
well, it's from Judah, you know.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's correct. So, of Judah.
Yeah.
Very good.
I mean,
so,
he was
excuse me, sir. One second. I'm sorry. We're trying to get to. I'll get your question.
But he wasn't a white male.
So, no, not only that, but let me get to the scriptures, because that's why it's very important. Whenever you said that this is what it looks like, so I will read to you the scripture of what the Lord did look like, and this is. Well, what color is olive? What are the
Depends on your type of olive.
What two main colors of olives have you seen?
I mean,
black and green.
Black and green. So we can't say that it's green, because that would be super weird, right?
Yeah.
Be honest.
It'd be a mixture. It'd be like a brown.
Right, it would be a brown. Okay, but let's get to it, because this is where we're going to get to. We're going to get to prove that obviously this isn't the actual footage of what the world calls Jesus Christ, but we're going to get to it, in Revelation, and I'm going to start with Revelation chapter 1, and I'll just start at verse 1. It says, and I'll read it verbatim, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him, okay, and remember, who's him? Remember, this is John, right? He's in the island of Patmos, okay? And so he was there, and it says, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by angel unto his servant John. All right, here's the kicker. Verse 3, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words, that's you guys, that hear the words of the prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So blessed those who read it, hear it, and keep it. Like saying, guess what? This is what John saw, this is what it is, let's get to it. Verse 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot. This is kind of like what I've got. It's called a garment, all right? This is just a modest interpretation of what a garment would be. We've got the fringes with the border of blue for Israel, all right? And it says, and the paps golden with the golden girdle. Now, girdle would be kind of like today's age, kind of feminine, because women wear girdles, but back then men would wear them. Could you give a reason why? Could you guess?
Well, I mean, they protect your stuff.
That's correct.
You can't get stabbed in the gut.
That's correct. That's right. So that's why men, especially the Lord Savior Jesus, that's why he had one. And it says, verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. All right? Let me ask you a question. Who on this face of the earth has woolly hair? Who do you think? Correct. That's correct. Good. They're being honest. Because some people will say all type of stuff, but let's be real. People that are usually, real woolly hair.
There's several different cultures.
There's people with curly hair.
Yeah.
There's people with curly hair, and there's people with woolly hair. You know what I'm talking about? If I grew my hair out, I can show you some pictures. You can Google it.
Yeah.
You can Google woolly hair, and it'll have a sheep, and it'll have a brother sitting right there, whether it's African American or whatever, somewhere else, in Africa, whatever. Anyway, it says here, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So his eyes right here as a flame of fire is because the scripture says it's evident that the Lord came eating and drinking. He drank wine. Remember his very first, what was his favorite? Water to wine. It wasn't just he just made wine and was like, there you guys go, you have that. No, the Lord drank wine. Matter of fact, they accused him of being a glutton, the Pharisees and Sadducees. So this guy's a glutton, and he's a drunk, right? So he drank wine. If you ever seen a brother, typically a lot of people in general that drink wine, their eyes get what? Red. A nice little glass of Chardonnay or Merlot, eyes kind of get a little bloodshot. I'm just being honest with you, right? And it says here, and his voice has the sound of many waters. The scriptures say that the Lord was tall in stature, okay, and he was when he spoke with authority. All right. Yeah. Even the disciples were kind of hesitant to ask him some questions because he spoke with a loud voice, as the scripture says. All right. And then he says, and his feet like unto fine brass. Now let me ask you a question. Why was John looking at his feet? Any answers? No answers?
He's bowing down.
That's correct. He's bowing down, right?
It's the Lord.
He's bowing down. It's the Lord. He's like in awe. He's like, what? Right? Jesus is in front of me. And he's like, he's in admiration and he's scared at the same time. So he's bowing down. When he's bowing down, he says his feet were as fine brass. Now, what's the color of brass? So did you know that brass is a derivative of brown? You know that? Like, for example, brass, if you had brass and bronze, would be the same thing. You ever seen like somebody's baby shoes, bronze, or the Heisman Trophy, right? That's bronze, correct? Yeah. So what is that? That's brown, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a defined color, like a mineral
color. Well, absolutely,
color.
Yeah. Let's just be honest with you. It's brown, okay? And then it says here, his head, it says his voice. Oh wait, hold on. It says his feet was like unto fine brass, as if they were burned in a furnace. So now he's describing the color of his skin, brass, and if you take anything and you burn it, what color is it going to be?
Depends on if it's organic or not. If it's a metal, man, it's going to
be. If I take it, well, he didn't say he's going to molt it and turn it and try to be some smith or something. If you take anything, it's going to turn black immediately, right? He didn't describe the Lord's skin looks like it was glowing with red. No, it didn't say that. It said that it was as if you were burnt it. If you burn anything, toast, paper, put fire on something, initially it has that black slip.
Yeah.
I mean, just be honest. So this would be the more proper interpretation, not the actual picture, okay? But this would be closer to that picture that you said, hey, why does Jesus have orange on his head? This is what our Lord and Savior looked like, because it also said it is evident that our Lord sprang from the tribe of Judah. So at that time, in Israel, the people that were there was a split, Rehoboam, Jeroboam, and the southern tribe was there. And so the southern tribe, okay, was there, and they were predominantly darker people, very dark, with my complexion, okay? And I'm not saying that's what all Israel looks like.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I just said that's what it was then. That's the interpretation, and matter of fact, that's what the interpretation of the actual words. Because there's no private interpretation. The actual words of the scripture says it's what it looks like. So, do you believe in the scriptures?
Yeah.
Very important. Now, let's get back to what I asked you guys about, or asked you particularly, and I said about your father. The reason I said that is because it's not about a color thing. It's not about white, black, olive, whatever. It's about a nationality.
Yeah.
First thing I asked you was, what's your nationality? And then we went down the line, and great grandfather. And then I told you about the Israelites or the Moors, because we had taken so many different doctrines and religions at that time. We thought we were all type of things. We fornicated which the scripture says we basically took other doctrines and other religions that weren't ours. Okay, the scriptures, that's ours. The book of rules, prophecy, and so instead of doing what that was and being okay with that, we went and tried all kind of other stuff. Right. So based on that, it's very possible. All right, if you believe in some of those things, if you believe that that's not the interpretation of what the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ looks like, and that according to the scriptures and Revelation, that would accurately be more what he would look like, it's very possible that you could be an Israelite. All right, and if you believe in the prophecy said that Israel would have to pay. They would have to be punished for their sinful natures. Okay? Did you know about that curse and that prophecy? About that?
Well, the curse is completely generational. It started in the beginning. The curse is...
Let's get after that. That's Deuteronomy.
Logarithmically sound if you go up the generation. We gotta go though, man. We gotta go.
Let me give you a couple, right before you go. Man, I know you gotta go. I gotta give you this real quick. And it says, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Now this word Egypt is Mitzrayim, okay? Which also when you see it in the Bible, and you look in the Strong's Concordance, it means also bondage. Anytime you see Egypt in the scriptures, it's usually synonymous with bondage.
Yeah, in Arabic it's Masr, which is the bondage, which is...
Very good.
They look at it in a different connotation, but that's...
Very good. No, I'm good with that. Okay, cool. You know something. So this is important, Chad. And it said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. But actually speaking, Egypt, where's Egypt located in? Africa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. It's northern, but it's Africa. By way wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So this right here is a prophecy that basically says, in more Deuteronomy, about 15, it says, if you do not obey the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave you, okay, specifically Israel, these are the things that will happen. It also says if you do, these are the good things that will happen, but if you don't, these are the negative things that will happen. So my question is, it says here that I should bring thee again out of Egypt again with ships, who are the only people that you know that's ever left out of Africa in ships, slave ships. You can say it, so-called African American, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'll wait if you know some more. Let me tell you if you know other people.
What do you mean? Well,
okay,
yeah.
Right. Well, because it says, thou shalt see it no more again, right? And then there shall you be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. That word buy means to redeem. No one shall save you. You're redeemed. So that's what that word is. So we fit these prophecies, we fit these curses, we fit all these things that happen to Israel. The scriptures are very plain that what would happen to Israel would be that they'd be, that they would disobey the Lord, that they literally would be taken and sold. By historical facts, we have suffered the worst genocide, the worst Holocaust known to man by far. Wherever, Rwanda, so-called Jewish people in Auschwitz, you just name them. And by one group of people, we murder, literally, no pun intended, that figure. All right, so we fit those curses more than anybody else. This is deductive. You seem like a very straightforward, logical kind of guy, so I'm appealing to that. Yeah. Also, since you love the Bible and love the Lord, I'm also asking you to see if you can be spiritual. I don't know if you can or not. That depends on your nationality. Okay? Because it's not, the scripture specifically says, and I'll go over one chapter, Deuteronomy 29:29, it says, the secret things belong unto the Lord our God. But those things which are revealed belong to us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. So that is a specific thing. The Bible is filled with secrets, mysteries, dark sayings.
What's the flesh of the Lord?
Beg your pardon?
It's God's.
This is right. This is the word of the Lord.
It's God's body.
This is the word of the Lord. That's correct. So the secret things belong to his people, it says. Yeah. The people that, and it goes even further, it says the people that were given the law. Let me ask you a question. Who was given the law?
The Jews.
The Jews of the Bible.
But who did
You're
Jesus
right
save?
on.
Who did Jesus bring into the...
Oh, this is beautiful. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you asked that question. This is Acts chapter 5, verse 29.
So who would you say the Gentiles are?
There's more than, well, did you know that there's more than just one Gentile? Meaning of Gentiles? It's not just one. It's not just, hey, it's not cut dry. Gentile and non-Gentile. There's more than one meaning.
Gentiles were...
That's not the only definition of Gentile. Yeah. No, I mean, you asked me, and listen, we do this. We literally study and go into the scriptures, and we're prepared because we know, not just believe, we know we are the people according to the scriptures.
Yeah.
Right? So people, it's a thing where people, I just read you in Hosea, people will say, no, you're not. I mean, how could you be? And we're like, no, we fit those prophecies. Show me anybody else that does. Okay? And many people say, oh, well, whatever, because you don't believe the scriptures. And that's just the different thing. This is Acts chapter, this is answer your question. This is Acts chapter 5, verse 29. I'll just go to 31. Him hath God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins. Says that right there. Repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins. The Lord came to give repentance to Israel. That's it. It wasn't anybody else. See, the Lord had a favorite group of people on this whole planet. It was Israel. He chose them.
I just believe that Israel is the body of not only the Jews, but all the rest of the
But the scriptures don't say that.
Gentiles.
What about
the scriptures don't say that.
The scriptures that talk about being grafted in and
Well, I just touched on a little bit of that.
That's just sort of what we believe, that like everybody that
but I'm just
Jesus
saying that. But that's what you. Okay, listen. Let me.
You know.
What? That's not the right. That's not what the scripture says. And the reason it's not even under interpretation. The people.
It's more of what
the people.
Feel. Like we just
well, that's not
like
what the scripture says. The scripture says that
Jesus and Jesus loves the people.
The scripture says that the. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm here. I'm trying to answer your question because I've got.
It's just where it's just where like the split happens, and that's.
Well. See, you actually answered by the Spirit. You didn't realize it. You just answered your own question. The split is exactly what I just mentioned. The split happened during the in Kings. You can go to Kings.
Let's go in game. Like I
no. I just want to go to
in game.
Well, let me go to in game and let me round it up for you. So the end game is that. No. The end. Well. If you want to go to endgame without skipping out all the answers to your questions, you said, I believe, but you're wrong. And the aspect you're wrong is that there's more than one Gentiles, okay? It's not just cut and dry, the Gentiles are non-Jews. The Gentiles were people that were Israelite foreigners, okay? That lived in other places like Ephesus, Corinth, Crete, Greece. These are people that were actual Jews that either did not know, you ever heard of the term Hellenic or Hellenistic? Or Hellenist. So the definition, if you Google those definitions, are literally Greek-speaking Jews. You know, right? Hebraic speaking. There's a whole Hellenistic and Hellenista. If you look up those terms.
Yeah.
So those terms actually say specifically that those were Gentiles according to the Jews. There were actual people that stayed in Jerusalem and didn't leave. Okay, and the foreigners, the people that left to go out of Jerusalem, whatever, they were considered outcasts. They were considered aliens. They were considered strangers. They were considered foreigners. People that were so that their lineage had been there in Israel that long. They look at the other people and say, "You guys aren't Jews anymore. You guys are Gentiles. You're not even in there."
Very
so
cloudy,
the scripture.
yeah.
I'm just being honest with you. That's what
they were.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was.
Cloudy,
So that's why. So let me ask you this question. Proving my point. Remember when Jesus said, "I send you not into the world, but I send you to the lost tribe of Israel." Can you tell me what that means? Because this is where the end game is. I'll get to it. All right, so basically the meaning of that is that he knew, all right, that the people that he was preaching to, well, they had to hear the truth about him being the Savior. But there was other people that actually there were Jews also, I just read in Acts 5:29, that he came and gave repentance to Israel that were other places. Matter of fact, they used to come to Jerusalem, remember during Pentecost? Remember? The Pentecostal people, devout Jews from around the area, wherever, used to come and where. So that means that they were in other cities, other towns, other places. There were Jews. But a lot of them did not know about this Lord and Savior who came and whatnot. Because either they forgot their ways, it was, by generational, they just, some of them didn't forget them and they still, spoke Hebrew and whatnot. Some of them, like, totally blanked out and said, you know what, that's not for me anymore. I'm going to embrace being a Roman. Like, look at Paul. Wasn't he a Roman citizen?
Yeah, he was.
That's correct. Yeah. So my whole point to tell you is that your study and what you believe is incorrect. I stand by that because there's more than one Gentile. Well,
yeah, I know.
There's more than one Gentile.
I think when people come together in fellowship, it's not to put up a wall, it's to break down.
Chad, that's the doctrine of man. And here's the reason why I tell you that, because the Lord simply says that he died for Israel, and he also says that he came and gave this word to Israel. Here's another more scripture real fast. So this is Psalms 147, verse 19. It says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So what does that mean, Chad? What does that mean when the Lord says he gave his commandments to Israel? You're talking about building a wall or breaking down a wall or fellowshipping with other people, but clearly the Lord didn't speak about fellowshipping with anybody else. The Lord clearly said that he hath not, this is Psalms 147. He hath not dealt so with any other people.
At that time.
At that time, I just showed you in Acts that the Lord gave repentance. Remember, Acts is after Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, where your doctrine has told you, well, Jesus loves everybody. Well, that's not what the scripture says.
I mean, it says, above all else, love thy neighbor.
Well, thy neighbor is describing the Israelites at that time. That's what thy neighbor is.
What about the diaspora? They have to love their neighbor too.
The diaspora. That's different. The diaspora is what happened whenever we split. And that's even more of a confirmation about these people. In 70 AD...
Love thy neighbor. I mean, what if thy neighbor isn't on that chart?
What do you mean if your neighbor's not on that chart? Oh, okay, no, that's the end. If your neighbor's not on the chart, well then the ultimate end goal is for the one that the world calls Jesus Christ to come back, and he's... Hang on one second, sorry.
Hey, we gotta go, man.
I know, give me one second. I'm gonna give you the...